You're watching WCSD from Calloway County High School.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Every year, hundreds of foreign exchange students come to America to improve their English and extend their knowledge of other cultures. But what is this great opportunity really about? Hello, I am Gloria Crespiatico, a foreign exchange student from Italy, and today on Calloway Connection, I am joined by English teacher and foreign exchange student area representative Miss Jill Herndon, who will give us an inside look into the exchange program here at Calloway County High School. So, Ms. Herndon, first of all, thank you for taking time out of your day. Now, would you tell us what is the ISE organization and how you became part of the program?
Sure. ISE stands for the International Student Exchange Program, and it is just that. It gives the opportunity for foreign students to come to the United States as exchange students, attend an American high school, take all of their classes in English, participate in sports activities and clubs, and see what it's like to be an American high school teenager, yes. And I became involved in this program about 4 years ago, when I was actually asked if I wanted to host a student. And so we began hosting a student from Germany, and we had a great experience. Her name was Anna. And
here we have a picture.
Yeah, a picture of her and my daughter Adrienne. And so Anna was here for the school year. And during that year, while she was here, the other area representative was not able to continue the program, and so I was teaching at Graves County High School at the time, and we had 4 or 5 other foreign exchange students. And the organization contacted me and asked me if I would be willing to serve as the area representative for those other students. And I loved the students. I loved getting to know them. So I took the test and did the study and became involved in the program. I've been doing it ever since.
So you as area representative pick the host families for these exchange students from all over the world, and you try to place them in good host families. Mm-hmm. Now, what is required to be a host family?
To be a host family, you have to provide a place for the student to live and meals for the student. The other thing is transportation. The students are not allowed to drive while they're here, mainly for liability reasons. And so the host family is just asked to love the kid, to treat them like their own, give them chores to do, but help them with their homework. But the main thing is to provide them a safe, warm place to live with a family, and meals to eat in their home, and transportation to extracurricular activities.
So many people that are interested in being involved in the program sometimes are concerned about the economic support that they should give the student.
Right.
So what should they pay for?
That's a great question.
What should the student pay
That's
for?
a very good question, because some families are saying, oh, well, I couldn't afford another teenager right
Sure.
now. But what they need to know is these students come with their own spending money, and they're expected to pay for everything other than their meals at home. They have to bring a minimum of $300 a month. They pay for all of their own personal supplies. They pay for their school fees. They pay for their sport fees. They even buy their own school lunches. When I take my students to Walmart, they buy their own toiletries, they buy their own clothes. So the only thing the host family is asked to spend is an extra plate at dinner,
Sure.
just an extra meal for the student while he or she is with them.
So,
One other thing, financially, the host family does not get compensated for having a student, but at the end of the year, they can claim a $50 a month tax exemption on their taxes. So there is a little financial incentive.
when you decide to host an exchange student, what is the average of the student that you're gonna bring into your home, into your life, and that's gonna live with you?
It is the most wonderful opportunity for both the student and the family to get to know and appreciate someone from another culture. Sure. The students can't come without a host family. And the host family, by opening their doors to these kids, learn a lot about themselves and about the country from which the student has come. And so they learn so much. They learn about their cultures, their families,
I'm sure
their
there's
foods.
an exchange of cultures
Absolutely.
from the student to the host family.
Exactly.
About different kind of lifestyle all
Right.
over the world.
Right. That's one of my favorite parts, is getting to know about what
Sure.
life is like in another country without ever
Sure.
having to travel
So it's
there.
not only like an opportunity for the student, but also for the host family
Absolutely.
too, that maybe doesn't have the possibility to travel as the student is doing, but the host family can still learn from the
You're
from the
exactly
student.
right. You're exactly right.
So, how old are the exchange students when they come to the United States?
The ISE program takes students who are between the ages of 15 and 18. So they're high school students. They come with their own insurance, so that their own health insurance. They come with their immunizations and their school records, and they have all of the legal documentation that they need. But they are generally sophomores, juniors, or seniors in high school. Mm-hmm.
So, I was wondering, have you ever hosted exchange student?
We
in the past
have.
years?
We have. That's how I got started, and we hosted Anna from Germany.
Which we saw the picture
Right,
before.
we did. And another student who we had was a boy from Brazil, and he had a very interesting situation. In Brazil, you go to school from January to December instead of August to May.
Oh.
So he came in January. And lived with one host family, and then he spent the summer with us and our host family. Went on family vacation with us. We did some crazy.
That's the picture.
Yeah, we went whitewater rafting and some other
That looks
fun
like
activities. It was a lot of fun. And then he spent the second semester with a different host family, and so he was able to have just an awesome experience.
I'm sure, because he saw like a lot. He lived with different host families, so he had the chance to see, different kind of lifestyle in America. And
he loved the United States so much that he's actually attending Murray State University.
That's awesome.
And he is a junior at Murray State University, finishing his degree here in the United States.
so I bet that experience has changed him since he decided to come back. And
Yeah, his family has even come to the United States to visit him and to learn about what it is about living in this part of the world that is so interesting to him. And he's just had a lot of wonderful opportunities that he wouldn't have had if he hadn't been an exchange student.
So most families are concerned about out of the economic support. Another thing that they think about is, what if we don't like the student, or what if the student doesn't like us? Like, what happens in that kind of situation?
Yes, that's a legitimate question. We had that fear when we hosted. We were like, what if she doesn't like us? What if, but most of these students who come are so excited about being here, and they're so eager to get along with other people. Their parents have paid a lot of money for them to be here, so they want to get along well. They want to make the best of the situation. They've been carefully screened. They've passed English proficiency tests. And
So another question is, they speak English, because
They
a
have
lot
to,
of people
yes.
are like, well, what if they don't speak English? What if we cannot communicate? And
They have to speak English because they take all of their classes
In
in
a foreign
English, which is a foreign language to them. And so, yes, they take chemistry in a foreign language. They take biology and math and all of these classes in a foreign language. So they have to be able to speak English. But if there is a personality conflict, and occasionally that's going to happen, or another situation that comes up where the host families just can't continue to have the student, then that's part of my job as the representative, is to find another host family. I take care of that situation. If we can work it out, we work it out for the student to stay, and if not, then we find another host family. But a host family is never required to keep a student if it isn't working out well. Sure. And the student isn't required to stay in a situation that isn't a good situation for the student. So yeah, that's my job.
Okay. And talking about like rules for the students, do they have, does that depend just on the host family? So every host family can set their own rules, or there are already rules that the exchange know before they come here?
It's both, actually. There is a list of laws and rules and regulations by the State Department and also the ISE company. You know, students are not allowed to drive a car. Students are not allowed to, you know, have anything to do with drugs or alcohol. Students are not allowed, you know, they have to keep a C average in their classes. They have, you know, there are lots of rules like that that are predetermined. Sure. But then each host family has its own rules also. You know, curfew is set by the host family. What they expect as far as the student, you know, helping with family chores, that's set by the host family. And part of the application that the host family completes, they put their personal rules on there and send it to the student before he or she arrives, so that that student knows what to expect in that home.
And also at the end of the program, at the end of the year, when the students have to go home, I'm sure that is an hard moment for both the host families and the students. So how would you suggest to manage that kind of situation at the end of the year?
That is one of the most emotional times. It's so exciting when the students come and everything's new and you're getting to know one another, and then the students become like family. So when it's time to say goodbye in May, sometimes it can be a really tough time to say goodbye. Sometimes the students want to extend their time because they're just not ready to go home. Many times the students end up coming back to visit. The most wonderful part about our world today is technology. Yes. We can instant message someone in Germany or Brazil
all over
at
the
a
world.
touch of a finger. So technology has helped make that bridge a little easier. We don't quite have to say goodbye forever. We can continue to stay in touch through Skype and email and texting.
Sure, like here we have a picture of some exchange students from this year, I guess.
Yes, these are some of the kids who are here now, and that's the best part, is we also go on some excursions together. This was a day that we went to the Discovery Park of America. We have, in the sunglasses in the back, we have Thomas. He is from Austria, and he was a second semester student, so he didn't come until January. And he is...
And the rest of them came at the beginning of the year.
The rest of them have been here for the entire school year. Next to him is Jorge from Mexico, and he's doing his senior year here. On the right in front of him is Maria from Colombia. She is also a senior, sitting there by Ronald McDonald. In the back, we have Jorge from Spain, and he's a junior. He's been involved in lots of athletics and academic things here at school. On his back is Valentina. She actually attends Marshall County High School, because I can place and supervise students all over the area as long as they're within an hour drive from me.
So that you can, you know,
yeah, so I can check on them and be there for them. And then, of course, sitting on the ground is Miss Gloria.
I think I know her.
Yes, I think I know her. And she, of course, you are from Italy. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The other guy?
The other guy
is a host
brother of the person who took the picture. So the other...
Which is Tomas.
Tomas from Venezuela.
Which is Valentina's
brother. Yes. So we have had just a great group of kids here this year.
So how many exchange students can you have every year? like
Can I place?
Yes,
I can place as many as I want to. I try to keep it manageable because not only am I putting them in a home, I'm promising to take care of them and to be there for them and their family. And since I teach full time and like to be involved with my own family, I don't want to have too many. So I usually don't have more than 6 or 7.
And I think that also helped them to like bond together and actually build friendship that they know they can count on.
Exactly. They have, that is one of the best parts about this group this year is they became instant friends and they have spent a lot of personal time together, and the host families have been so wonderful to have the kids together, to do activities, to learn about their cultures. The Jaco family has invited all of the host families and kids over to cook for the students, cook something from their native country so that everyone learns about each other.
That is a great experience.
Yeah, it's such a great.
So you hosted Joel from Brazil.
I did.
And then Anna from Germany.
Another boy from Germany named Marcel. He was a 1-semester student, and Marcel came to us. He was supposed to be somewhere in, I think, North Carolina, and his host family had an emergency and couldn't host him. So I said, send him to us. We have an extra bedroom. We'll take him. And now we are blessed to have Gloria for her second semester. She had first semester with a local host family, and Gloria was only supposed to be here 1 semester. She decided to do 2.
I just loved America and I said, I want to stay longer.
So then we decided to host you for your second semester.
So you're getting ready for the new year.
I am. We are getting ready for the new year. I have already placed 3 exchange students who will be attending Calloway County for next school year.
Where are they from?
We have a girl from Thailand. We have a girl from Brazil, and we have a boy from Mexico. So, and I have a couple of other people who I've been talking with about hosting, and I really hope that we get some more host families.
Sure.
I'd love to have, 4 or 5, 6 students here at Calloway because it brings such a great cultural exchange to our students at Calloway who may never get the chance to go to a foreign country.
Sure. And also between the exchange students, they have like a share of like all over the world lives. Like guy from Spain can teach the others about his life over there.
Exactly.
And it's and also like personal experience. I came here to improve my English, but being with the other exchange student also helped me with my Spanish because they are all from Spanish-speaking countries. So
except for Mr. Austria.
Yeah, but this is Jorge from Spain, for example.
Right.
And so it really is an exchange of languages and culture and friendships. It's just amazing. So I hope you can place a lot of exchange students.
I love this picture. This is a picture that we took at the very beginning of the school year when all of the host families first got their students. And so this is, we are in my backyard, and the students and their host families, host brothers and sisters and host parents, we all got together. We had a picnic. We played some games, and everyone got a chance
to get to know each other.
To get to know each other. That's right. It was a lot of fun. And so it's a wonderful opportunity. I know that some people say, for example, Jorge from Spain, his family, his host family, they're retired and they don't have any children living at home. And at first they thought, well, what are we going to do with a teenager?
Sure.
But they have had
because you're not sure if you can actually be a host family or not.
They have had so much fun with him, and he has really enjoyed living with them. So all different kinds of host families from all different walks of life. As long as you have an extra bedroom, the student can't share a bed. He can share a bedroom, but not a bed. As long as you have an extra bed and you have the love in your heart to get to know a student from another country, you can be a host family.
So I'm sure that there's been someone that said, I may want to be a host family. What if they actually decide to be a host family, or if they have questions to ask you, what you suggest them to, like to call you, to email you?
Yes, either one is great. My personal cell phone number is 270-293-0190, and people can call me or text message me with questions. You can also email me at jillherndon66@gmail.com, and I will get back with you immediately. The first step is contacting me. I can give you basic information. The family fills out what's called a personal information sheet.
Sure.
And then I send that to the company. The company will send them a password for the website, and they can build their application.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time.
You're so welcome.
I'm sure that you're going to place a lot of action students this
I
year.
hope so. I hope so.